Welcome to our final Examples of Excellence for the 2019-20 school year. We love our Examples of Excellence program, and I want to explain a little bit about it for those of you who might be the first time experiencing this. What we do is we ask our teachers to give us students' names who they think is an example of excellence. And that's the only criteria we give them. There's not a GPA requirement, a discipline-free record, just who do they think is an example of excellence. So we then get those students in and we ask them in turn, okay, give us a teacher who you think is an example of excellence. And that's how we all ended up here today, is somebody thought they were an example of excellence. So what we're going to do is we're going to see the touchy-feely stuff we love in education and how those relationships are built. So we ask students to give us comments on teachers, we ask teachers to give comments on the students, and you really see what we love in education, that relationship building between the teachers and the students. So thank you, we hope you enjoy this program, and everyone have a great summer.
Our first example of excellence for the sophomore class is Audrey CMAR. Audrey was nominated by Denise Adair and she chose Gavin Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert said Audrey is a wonderful example of excellence in our school. Every day she gives you her best, which allows her to grow. I wish we could have had a traditional ending to this semester because she was really hitting her stride in the course. She started to find an enjoyment for history. I look forward to being able to continue to watch her develop as she prepares for life after high school. It has been an absolute joy to teach Audrey. Our next example of excellence is Cadence Gray. Cadence was nominated by Ginger Tedder and chose Heather Fair. Ms. Fair says Cadence is very deserving of this award. Cadence comes to class each day fully prepared to learn. She brings with her a positive attitude, patience, and a quirky sense of humor that I love. Cadence's biggest strength is her ability to focus on tasks. Cadence is kind and friendly. Her kindness towards others really shows when she's giving her classmates feedback when working in groups. She is an amazing student to have in class and a great example to her fellow classmates. Up next, we have Hunter Gregg. Hunter was nominated by Sarah Langford and chose Hannah Harris. Coach Harris says, I've had the pleasure to teach and coach Hunter this year, and he always kept me on my toes. His enthusiasm in the gym and on the sideline is contagious, and he loves to have fun. In the classroom, he is helpful to other students, and he always tries to do his best. Knowing Hunter as a sophomore, I know he will be an even bigger leader as an upperclassman in the years to come. Our next example of excellence is James Matt Hill. Matt was nominated by Sarah Langford, and he chose Sarah Langford. Miss Langford says, during all this novel corona mess, Matt has shown consistency and excellence by completing every assignment I've posted on Canvas within a day or two. If he had any technical issues or questions, he did not hesitate to reach out to me. He has helped me vet problems with posted work and helped me correct errors before other students attempted the assignments. Without Matt being my unofficial sounding board, I'm not sure teaching ACT science via distance learning would have worked. Thank you, Matt. Up next, we have Clay Huddleston. Clay was nominated by Kyle Hickey, and he chose Kyle Hickey of the Starkville High School Band. Mr. Hickey says, Clay is the very definition of a silent leader. He isn't one to normally speak out and express his thoughts in front of a large group of people, but the example he sets silently speaks loud enough on its own. Clay is a hard worker, takes his music more seriously than even he will admit at times, and is a great comfort when times are tough. Up next, we have Joshua Liddell. Joshua was nominated by KELVIN Stanfield, and he chose KELVIN Stanfield as his teacher for examples of excellence. Mr. Stanfield says of Joshua, he is an outstanding leader in class every day. He is a great example of a great student in everything that he does. He will always put his best foot forward no matter the task presented to him. Joshua is a joy to have in class. Up next, we have RHETT SCHIMPF. RHETT was nominated by Rob Fike, and he chose Rob Fike. Mr. Fike says, RHETT is a young man all teachers dream of teaching. He excels with his assignments in the classroom for sure. However, the character traits he reflects to the people around him are the reason I believe he is a perfect example of excellence. RHETT reflects a humble confidence in the way that he treats his peers and teachers. He is respectful, kind, and helpful in his interactions with everyone. I am honored to have been chosen by RHETT as the teacher who exudes excellence at times. Our final example of excellence nominee is Tanner Reeves. He was nominated by Charlize Webb, and he chose Kelly Smith and TRISHA Pate Jordan. Kelly Smith says, if you have ever met Tanner, then you already know he is a very respectful person. Every time you see him, he is always the same no matter what. If you ask him to do something, he takes ownership and completes a task with a sense of urgency and pride. TRISHA Pate Jordan says, Tanner is one of the most naturally talented students I've taught in a long time. He is fearless in public speaking as it has no issue being comfortable in his own skin, which lends him to being a fantastic performer. While he does take his work seriously, he has a creative side that does not limit him to just thinking inside the box. His personal determination, internal drive, is what I believe will make him a success at anything he endeavors to take on. Congratulations, Jackets. We are proud of you and your accomplishments. Thank you for your dedication to excellence. To our families, thank you for sharing your jackets with us. Wishing everyone a safe summer break. We will see you again soon.